Apparently I was stressed today? Question mark? Hey, I'm Chuck. I'm an educator with a new job this year and a new commute, and thus this new podcast. Taking my 16 years of experience in the math classroom and talking to myself while you're riding shotgun. This podcast talks about teaching, education in general, parenting, my faith, how those all play together. We haven't talked a ton about politics yet, but that's at play here also. And today, self-care, I guess, too. Today, we're talking about stress. My hilarious students, I saw two of them after school today. I think they were staying for cheerleading. And one of them said, "Ooh, your class must have been really stressful today. Your hair is sticking straight up." And at first I was taken aback by that. I probably looked confused or something. Because then they explained further that it looked like I had probably been running my hands through my hair, and then from the texture paste that I used to style it, that left it kind of sticking up a little bit, which was a really astute observation. And I just really appreciate when students with grace and kindness help me to see things that maybe I can't see for myself. So that's just really, really interesting, and it really is telling to how we can learn from our students beyond our students just learning from us also. So I've been trying to think for the last couple hours since then, what are the things on, like, what are the levels of Mr. Baker's stressometer? I'd say low on the stress meter. If you are experiencing that class, I'm probably singing a lot. I am definitely smiling, obviously. What else is happening if I'm low stressed? I am joking around a lot, using all the cringe vocab and slang. I'm definitely letting more kids go to the bathroom, go get drinks, whatever my chillest moment is as a teacher. That's the way that I look at stress level 0, or maybe 1, 2. This is on a scale of 10. Higher up on the scale is going to be, but still kind of under half. Maybe what happened today. Mr. Baker's hair looks a little crazy because he's been running his fingers through it. As we go a little bit further up the medium scale, kids aren't getting to go to the bathroom. There's definitely no room for jokes in that classroom. No singing is happening. No reciprocal kidding back and forth for relationship building. No bonding activities are happening when Mr. Baker's at stress level 4, 5, 6. And then I guess the top third of Mr. Baker's stress level, I'm probably barely even talking to anyone in any way that is not short, in any way where the power of my male voice is not sounding intimidating. And when we're at a 10, actually, and this has happened to me at different times in my career, my legs start shaking. When I know when I get to that level that is way past letting things go and not sweating it. I should have been doing that many times ago. But that's maybe once a year that happens. But that's the days where really I'm like, what in the world am I doing? How did that happen? And when that happens, or days where I even get kind of close to that, I'm so triggered and in an emotional response from behaviors that kids are doing in the classroom that I cannot control. It's really a control issue also. I, in the past, would not have said that I have issues with control, but the more that I think about that, in the last couple of years, I've thought more about the times where I get most angry, where I get most triggered, where I feel most frustrated about my life are places where whatever illusion of control I have over my circumstances is vaporized into nothingness, and things are just not going any way in which the way that I want them to go. And so that's another thing that happens as we go up the scale is as the environment gets more out of my control, that's when the stressometer, Mr. Baker's stressometer, gets higher. That's my thoughts today. I guess kind of a short episode, but it was really, I just really appreciate again that student who is a fan of the podcast. They actually said recently that when I was letting them know that I have just a class podcast now, just to let, just as an update of what happens in class every day. That one's called Algebra with Mr. C. Baker for Math, or AP Stats with Mr. C. Baker for Math. I was telling the student that I had that one now also, and I said, hey, what's your favorite podcast or something? And they actually said mine, which was, I don't know if that was true, but I do know that they've listened to other episodes. So if you're a student and a fan, I appreciate you listening, because I appreciate you letting me be my authentic self and bringing that to the classroom and into your life as you've come into mine. Alright, so that's all today. Thanks for coming along on today's drive. Thanks for coming back after the Thanksgiving break. I hope your break was awesome, as was mine, that you are finding more ways to express gratitude in your life, and that the week that we had to think about that could carry on over into now the Christmas or Advent season is what I'm going to be focusing on as we come into December. But whatever holidays you celebrate or whatever you do in December to reflect on the end of the year, I hope that you are starting through that. I think it's a really healthy thing to do. I'm going to be doing the same. Alright, let me know what you think about Mr. Baker's stressometer, ways that you know that you're stressed, or that other people notice, or maybe that you yourself noticed. You can let me know on that on a Spotify voice message on this platform here. You can send me a direct message on the X at Chuck C. Baker, Instagram message at Drive Time Diary, or Instagram, my personal professional teacher one, not this podcast specifically, at Mr. C. Baker for Math is that one. And as always, shoot me a text or see me in real life if you are one of those people also. Drive safe. We'll see you on the next drive.